The Young and the Restless coming. 2 weeks. Victor and Ian face off. Phyllis, the criminal suspect. Sharon in grave danger. Victor's near-death experience. Young and the Restless. Drops grim hint on the mustache's future. Jordan frames Phyllis. For Sharon's hijacking, clues point to Vengeful Redhead? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like our videos, then you can subscribe our channel. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, December 30th to January 10th, reveal that Ian Ward will beget some health drama for Tessa Porter after slipping commodity in her drink. Tessa will be heaving for breath and completely out of it by the time Mariah Copeland arrives to find her woman in Ian's grasp. While Mariah deals with a horrifying Ian reunion, Jordan will use a rag to chloroform Sharon Newman and catch her. Nick Newman will ultimately realize Sharon has faded, so he'll questionable foul play. At the Jazz Chesterfield, Danny Romalotti will return to Genoa City just in time to ring in the new time with Christine Blair. It'll be unanticipated news on Christine's end since she allowed Danny was stuck in Canada due to the snow. As for Phyllis Summers, she'll rumble at Christine and lash out at Michael Baldwin as well as Lauren Fenmore Baldwin. Phyllis wouldn't be having important fun at the New Year's Eve bash, so she'll duck out of it before the preamble happens. That could present a problem since it'll leave Phyllis without a justification. There's a good chance Jordan and Ian are going to frame Phyllis, so she may come the high suspect in Sharon's hijacking. In the meantime, Phyllis will unmask a secret to Daniel Romalotti Jr. Still, indeed, Daniel may sweat she did commodity to Sharon. Formerly, further details come to light if Phyllis confides commodity revengeful. Over with Claire Newman and Kyle Abbott, they'll meet up after the New Year's Eve preamble. Although Kyle and Claire wouldn't actually ring in the new time together, they'll still celebrate and anticipate good effects in 2025. Once Victor Newman realizes Ian is back in Genoa City, he'll face off with his old foe. Victor will toss some pitfalls around and maybe advise Ian that he'd more evaporate before he ends up 6 bases under. Naturally, Ian will refuse to hear and may pretend he's rehabilitated, but our prognostications point to further mayhem for the Newman clan. We should mention a programming note for the week of December 30th, January 3rd, since Young and the Restless will state a reprise on Tuesday, December 31st. There'll also be an encore occasion on Wednesday, January 1st, so just keep that in mind as you plan all your cleaner viewing. During the week of January 6th to 10, Phyllis should land on the hot seat. Reservations may continue to mount about Phyllis's vengeance on Sharon, thanks to whatever suggestions Jordan and Ian factory. Billy Abbott might calf Phyllis since she lately suggested to him about vigilante justice, but she may swear she's being set up. Of course, Nick will continue his Sharon hunt and do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this dangerous situation. Next, Nathan Owens is set to make his Young and the Restless debut on January 8th. Suckers will soon find out if Owens is playing Nate Hastings' half-family, Damien, and will learn further about the Count of Monte Cristo riddle that's unraveling. Nate should try to vend his bogus story and question Damien, but Damien may snappily see through the deception and demand to know what's really going on. The Young and the Restless spoilers say the coming 2 weeks will be packed with action, so we'll bring you updates on all the marvels ahead. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor's near-death experience. Young and the Restless drops. Grim hint on the mustache's future. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor Newman may be gearing up for a major immolation. With Jordan and Ian Ward on the loose, there's surely more peril ahead in Genoa City. We now have reason to believe Victor will step up for the Newman clan in a big way, maybe to the point of putting his own life at stake. In the December 27th occasion, Young and the Restless dropped a grim hint about the mustache's future. As Cole Howard spoke to Claire Newman about chancing common ground with her grandpa, he respected how Victor defended the people he watched about. Cole suggested he wasn't trying to be dramatic, but he truly believed Victor would die for anyone in the family if it came down to it. Of course, Eric Braeden has constantly shut down the notion that he'll be retiring anytime soon. The show just gave Victor and Nikki Newman the recently restored estate set as well, so it feels like they still have plenitude of plans for them both. There's no reason to believe Victor will actually meet his demise, but the point Cole was making involved Victor's amenability to. With that in mind, the show may have just locked in Victor's near-death experience. As Victor works to cover his family members from Jordan and Ian, effects could take a dangerous turn. There may be a situation where Victor gets seriously injured and lands in the sanitarium. Victor could at least try to trade his own life for Claire or any other Newman who lands in Detriment's way. We may see Victor prove Cole's protestation right by nearly facing a fatal outgrowth for the people he loves. This could lead to the Newmans rallying around Victor in a coma, if that's how the show wants to play this. Victor might nearly lose his life fighting to cover the Newman clan. Still, if someone is actually going to get killed off, it seems far more likely to be Cole. Since Cole talked about his admiration of Victor and raised that he'd the same position of commitment, he could be the bone who bites the dust in the end. Anyhow, Young and the Restless putatively made a vaticination about some pitfall for Victor with all that talk of his amenability to die for the family. That dialogue could be an indication about the scary scenes ahead, so stay tuned for updates on any other unsettling news. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Jordan and Ian will put some lives on the line one way or another. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Jordan frames Phyllis for Sharon's hijacking clues point to Vengeful Redhead. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Ian Ward lately did some wiretapping at Society, so he heard all about Phyllis Summers' desire for vengeance on Sharon Newman. That news brought a smile to Ian's face and led to him telling Jordan they could use Phyllis's beast nature to their advantage. Ian talked about getting their plan on track again, so it'd be weird if Young and the Restless didn't follow up on all that. It's egregious that Phyllis is going to get pulled into Ian and Jordan's coming round of drama, so let's talk about how effects might play out. Once Jordan sneaks up behind Sharon and chloroforms her in the December 30th occasion, she may make sure some suggestions point in Phyllis's direction. After Phyllis leaves the New Year's Eve bash at the Jazz Chesterfield, she'll no longer have a justification. Phyllis could fluently get indicted of targeting Sharon. That's especially true if Jordan leaves a trail of breadcrumbs that points to Phyllis on Ian's orders. Ian delivered some off-screen instructions to Jordan regarding Phyllis, so those have to come back into play ever. Maybe Ian and Jordan will steer dubitation toward revengeful Phyllis when it comes to Sharon's exposure. It could lead to Nick Newman floundering over what to believe if it looks like Phyllis took justice into her own hands. Nick has no way wavered on his faith in Sharon. It's clear that Nick knows who Sharon is at her core, so he always believed there was further to the story of Heather Stevens' demise. Will Nick show faith in Phyllis as well, or suppose the worst of her? Phyllis has proven she's able of some suitable terrible effects, so Nick could end up stewing she's gone off the rails. Whatever the case, Nick will search for Sharon once she goes missing. Jordan could make sure Nick's suggestions lead to Phyllis. So will he end up grilling his partner? Our prognostications allude that Jordan and Ian may plan to eventually frame Phyllis for Sharon's fatal outgrowth, but unlawful plans tend to go amiss in Genoa City. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Sharon's swiping will bring some stunning twists, so we'll bring you updates on any setup surprises along the way. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.